I forgot that. So let me start your class in ERP and then after I'll continue this discussion. ERP, YC. Give me a moment, please, because I have to start. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. God. Hmm. Its server is a bit down today, so let this to be continued here. ERP. It's taking time. Okay, once it's going to be open, so we'll start it. So the first thing that I have just started with you, Filza, and that is the pyramids. In pyramids, I have told you already, like the pyramid of energy is our first ecological pyramid that we should know in biology. It's not taking e- energy pyramid. So what is energy pyramid? Like the concept of it, have you studied this in your year for I mean in year one? It shows actually the amount of energy available at each level. We will discuss about those levels as well, but this is the overall concept. It shows the amount of energy which is available at each trophic level, at each level that I would say. So where are those levels? You can see here in the diagram here, we will discuss about this. Suppose I have just added here the first one. Like I hear this is for numbers, this is for terrestrial ecosystem, and this is for the pyramid of energy, this one. So from here you can see, let me put this a bit down for you so that you can easily observe this in order to compare it. Like I'm discussing about the energy pyramid, so you can see here what it shows us. So it actually shows us like from primary producers you have 100% energy, then primary consumers are there. So you have 10% remaining. Then secondary consumers, it's about 1%. And then after you can go bit even low and then zero point 0.1 or something. So these are energy levels that you can see here. So energy pyramid is, you can see here at this level, you have the more amount of energy at this point. That's why it is broader here. Then after you can see this pyramid is like getting narrow in this way once it is moving up. Okay, so we have the producers first, then we have consumers, then again we have the secondary consumers, and then at this point of at this level, you can see like these are, I would say, energy, different energy levels that the different organisms are there that they are eating from the lower energy level. So we can say like you can in this case it is always upright. This is this is just shown you here in this diagram. It is always upright. This energy pyramid is always upright. So there would be a question here why it is upright. So we'll try to address that as well. So you'll understand. I hope you have an idea. The primary producers definitely like the plants are the primary producers. Primary consumers, those are directly dependent on the plants. Suppose those organisms or those animals which are getting their food directly from the plants, they are primary consumers. And the secondary consumers are those consumers which are getting food from the primary consumer. Like we are eating animals. So we are secondary consumers. Animals, suppose buffaloes, cows, they are primary consumers because they are directly dependent on the primary producers like the grass and the leaves and all the grain plants, right? And then after we can go for the tertiary consumer, and then for quaternary consumers. So this is how this all cycle is going on, and you will see the 100% energy is present at primary level, and then after it is getting reduced with the passage of time. So that's why it is always upright. This is the second character of the energy pyramid, I would say, or the pyramid of the energy. Like energy decreases at each trophic level. Why? Due to metabolic processes and heat loss. Okay, because at every level you will see, like we have the metabolic process, and we are, I mean, suppose those organisms which are, suppose any of the cow, if I'm taking that as a secondary consumer, it will get food from the plants, and there's a metabolic process in itself, and some energy will be released from the cow in the form of heat. So the remaining amount of energy will be available to the secondary consumer, right? So that's why we always say, in this case, the pyramid of energy is getting reduced at every level. So what is its advantage? What it shows you the energy flow, most accurate energy flow. This is the advantage of this pyramid. Why you are studying this pyramid? The pyramid is just showing us what is the pattern of energy consumption. Okay, so in this case you will see here, like it is its advantage, it shows energy flow. Okay, so this is energy flow, what it shows, energy flow. So this is from here we have started with, from like 100%, and then for example here is 100%, then it is 10%, then it is 1%, and it's going on. So this energy flow is shown by this pyramid. So this is the advantage of the function of this pyramid that we always study, right? Because we can estimate from where we have started with energy, and at what level, what amount of energy will be utilized, right? This is what the benefit. And what is the limitation of it? Its limitation is, like it's difficult to measure energy input and output precisely. Why it is so? Like, suppose I would say any of the energy which is released from the animals, from the cows, from buffaloes, from goats, in the form of heat. So we can't trap that heat to measure, because it's really difficult for us to measure exactly the amount of energy which is released from there. Our It means like the input and output of energy a measurement is quite difficult for us. So this is the limitation of the energy pyramid, right? So it's difficult to measure energy input and output precisely. This is the limitation of the energy pyramid. So energy pyramid shows the amount of energy available at each level, at each trophic level. It is always upright. It shows us the energy flow, from where the energy flow is started and where it's going to be ended. So then after, difficult to measure energy input and output precisely, because I have already told you, because the energy which is utilized by an organism, that is not in one form. Somewhere the energy is released in the form of heat, somewhere the energy will be utilized for metabolism, somewhere you are using that energy for your own activities. For example, if I'm speaking right now, I'm utilizing energy. So it's really difficult for you or anybody to measure the amount of energy that I'm utilizing while speaking with you. So this precise measurement of energy is not possible, right? So this is the limitation of energy pyramid. What's the function of energy pyramid? I have already told you that the function of energy pyramid is just to show you the flow of energy, the pattern of the flow of energy. This is what we always understand from here. Getting Filza. Then
Yeah.
after, we have example, suppose I would say grassland food chain. this is what is in front of you. This is an example that you can take here in this case. Any of the grass food, for example, we have many of this one, this one, the top of it. This is a biomass overall, but yes, this is a, I mean, producers. And then you have the herbivores are here. Then you have the primary consumers or the primary carnivores. And then you have the top carnivores. And this is how this energy flow is there. And you will see like this energy flow is actually reducing with the passage of time as each level is utilizing that energy and the remaining part of energy is getting to the upper level. And again, this is how it's going on. So that's why we would say we can take this example of grassland food chain. And grassland food chain means like which is started from the grass. Like grass is a producer, and that will be utilized by goat, cow, or any other animal. And that animal will be utilized by humans or any other animal, any higher animal, I would say. Suppose that's a lion or any other animal, any carnivore, and that carnivore is even, I would say, prey by another strong animal. So this flow of energy is actually here. So the question relevant to this topic, as per in your past papers, like that's I have pasted here for you to understand. List the three types of ecological pyramids. I have discussed with you the first one, that is of the energy pyramid. Then after you have the biomass here. You have here, suppose I would say the biomass pyramid. So what do you mean by this biomass pyramid? This is what we can also talk about. So biomass pyramid is actually, it shows total dry mass of living organism at each trophic level, right? So I'm going
Okay.
to start with you the pyramid of biomass. This is again what we are trying to understand, the level of energy, somewhere level of biomass, and this is how we'll go for the pyramids of the numbers as well. So the second concept here is that we are going to start with, that is, I would say, that is a pyramid of biomass. Pyramid of biomass. Now, what is biomass? And I have told you dry mass of living organism. The very simple and straight definition is it's a total dry mass of living organisms. And definitely it's going to be changed at every level, right? So I would
Yeah.
say the pyramid of biomass is like, I can define this for you here. This one shows the total dry mass of living organisms. And you can just compare this concept here in front of you. This is the pyramid of biomass. And you can see here the producers. Producers have this biomass. It's about 1,000 kilogram. And then you have herbivores. And herbivores have the dry biomass that's about 100 kilograms. And then after, you can see the primary carnivore, its dry mass is 10 kilograms, right? And then after, you have the last one, the top carnivore, that's in the form of lion. It's 1 kilogram. Again, biomass is reducing in the pyramid, just in the upright direction. You can see here, it is the broader line here, it is the broader portion here. Then, with the passage of time, it is getting narrowed down like this way. So it means that this pyramid is having the same concept, something that is broad from the base, and then it's going to be reduced like this. It is higher in amount in the base, and then it's going to be reduced like this. So this is the concept of pyramid. Whether you're taking energy, whether you're taking biomass, or whether you're going to take the pyramids of the number, and you will see, let's suppose I can show you here in this case. This is the pyramid of the numbers. And you will see here the grass and the plants, that's in larger number. Then after, you have the grasshoppers, they are less as compared to the grass and plants. Then you can see the frogs, which are also less in number. And then after, you have another level, And then the trophic level, there you have the snakes, and snake is only one there in this case. So the concept of pyramid is quite same. Something is broad at the base, then it's going to be reduced at the top of it. So at each level, I mean, the level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, this is reducing. The energy is reducing, biomass is reducing, number is reducing, right? So that's the concept of pyramid. So in this case, the third concept that I think a few of the things that I can show you. Suppose shape. Shape is always upright, but sometimes maybe inverted. Oh yes, that's a bit different concept. It depends on the ecosystem, Filza.
Okay.
It depends on the ecosystem where it is. Like in aquatic ecosystems, we have bit different pyramid would be like this, or it would be downward like this. I mean, normally we will see like this in this way. Sometimes this pyramid is inverted, and but most of the cases you will see in your text are as per your syllabus, so you will see like the pyramid is always upright. Okay, but remember, the pyramid of energy is always upright. That is not going to be changed. Yes, but this is the question as well. But the pyramid of biomass, that may be inverted. Okay, and in a similar way, the pyramid of the numbers are also inverted. Not always, but it can be inverted. This is what we should understand. So the biomass generally decreases up trophic levels, but maybe inverted if producers have higher turnover, right? So this is the overall explanation. So what is the
Okay.
advantage of it? What is the advantage of the pyramids of biomass, Pilza? It reflects standing crop of organisms. What the the output that you're getting, and this is quite for example, how much, suppose you have this is because it's a pyramid, and so in pyramid at every level, there are some producers, there will be some consumers, and again we have some other consumers. So secondary consumer, tertiary consumers are the quaternary consumers. So what it reflects, it reflects standing crop of organism. What do you mean by this? The number of organisms, how much amount that you're getting as a biomass. Suppose you are utilizing a lot of energy, but you are getting very small biomass. Suppose I can give you an example for just for our understanding here for the debate and discussion. Like on one hand, you are having a farm or a dairy farm where you have goats, and there's another dairy farm where you have cows, and in both of the cases you are giving the same amount of food in the form of grass. So if you are providing the same amount of grass in both of these species, having same expense at the base, so what you would prefer? Definitely you would prefer, I would say, cows are those animals which have higher biomass. I mean, if you have a cow of 50 kg or 80 kg, on the other hand you have goat of just 20 or 30 kg, but you are giving the same amount of energy to both of them. So definitely we'll prefer the dairy farm where we have cows, because they will give us the better amount of biomass. So that's the pyramid of biomass, and this is what it reflects: standing crop of organisms. Getting? So the
Yes.
last point, Phils, I would say that is pyramid of biomass, and then after the pyramid of number. And I have just shown you here in this diagram the pyramid of number as well. Again, what it shows you, pyramid of number shows the number of individual organisms at each trophic level. This is the concept that we should understand, right? Because like this is a pyramid of number. And do we have the pyramid of number here? Yes, we have the diagram here that I've shown you, like this one. I can just paste this in front of the pyramids of number. So then it would be easy for you to understand. So you can see here the pyramid of numbers are actually showing us what it shows: the number of individuals at each trophic level. Trophic level is just, you can see here, at each stage, like this. So it shows the number of individual organisms at each trophic level. Okay. Then after Fiza, what we should understand, whether its pyramid is always upright or it would be inverted. So the answer of this question is the pyramid of number depends. It varies. Sometimes it is upright, sometimes it is inverted, right? So it depends on the ecosystem in which we are taking those pyramid. So pyramid may be inverted or it may be upright. Again, if you'll compare with this pyramid of energy, in a pyramid of energy is always upright. It would never be in inverted form. Yes, the pyramid of biomass can be inverted. It is, most of the time it is upright, but sometimes it is inverted as well. Pyramid of number, yes, it depends on the ecosystem in which we are measuring those specific numbers. So you can see here in the diagram, the numbers may not reflect energy or biomass, right? So suppose one tree supports thousands of insects, okay? And we can't say like how much energy or biomass that we have based on numbers, right? So it's bit simple, quick to construct. That's why we always consider the pyramid of number as well. All right. So, for example, I can give you an example: the forest food chain. One tree versus thousands of insects. That's an inverted case. Okay. So you can see here in the diagram, Filza, like this one:
Okay.
grass, plants, grasshoppers, frogs, snakes. So grass and plants, you can see the number is too much. Then its number is getting reduced at the level of grasshoppers, and grasshoppers are consumed by frogs, and frogs are even less than grasshoppers, and these frogs are consumed by snake, and this snake is only one here. So you can see, again, pyramid is going upward like this, always upright like this. Okay, so this is what I would say, the pyramid of number, that's in upright form. But remember, sometimes it is inverted as well. It depends on the energy, or it depends on the ecosystem, it depends on the biomass, how much we have. So just by considering these concepts, let's get back to the questions that we have here. Suppose I can show you, where is paper? Oh yeah, here it is. Look at this. Oh, sorry. So Filza, I'm just putting this here for you. Look at this. Now, I hope you will understand the points that I am discussing with you. Okay, Filza.
Yeah.
All right, good. So list the three types of ecological pyramids. Okay, please help me to list it. Have you done your lunch or have you finished your food or not?
Just now.
Okay, so list the three types of ecological pyramids. Let me count. Pyramid of energy, pyramid of, yeah, number, pyramid of biomass. Okay, so these
Mm-hmm.
are three pyramids: pyramid of number, pyramids of biomass, pyramid of energy. The next question of 2 mark question is: identify which pyramid is always upright. Fills up. What do you think? Hmm, hmm, hmm. It's a pyramid of energy. I told you already, pyramid of energy can never be inverted. But yes, pyramid of number can be inverted, pyramid of biomass can be inverted. It depends on the ecosystem in which we are working in. Okay, so pyramid of energy is always upright. But the question is why? We need to explain this for 1 mark. We have identified for 1 mark that is pyramid of energy. But the next part of the question is explain why. So can we discuss this to have some debate on this, why it is so, or how it's possible that the pyramid of energy is always upright? You know, let me give you an example, the point here. The pyramid of energy is always upright because energy flows in one direction through ecosystem. Energy
It
flows
flows
in.
in one direction.
Yes, energy always flows in one direction. At each trophic level, most energy is used for metabolism, lost as heat, as per according to the second law of thermodynamics. We'll discuss somewhere in our the next unit. So less energy is available to the next level. I've told you here in the diagram that you can see based on energy pyramid, this one. This is the energy pyramid. We are taking this from the, I would say, why it's not getting more like this. So you can see here at 100%, 10%, 2%, or 1%, and 0.1%. So what it shows at each level, amount of energy is utilized for different purposes. Like that energy is dissipated from our body. So how we can count that? I mean, if I have eaten, suppose as you are eating food right now, so you have eaten uh, 50 calories, right? And those 50
Mhm.
calories you are utilizing here just by listening this lecture. You are, that's a part of your metabolism, and the way your metabolism is also utilizing some energy in order to digest that food, and the energy is also dissipated or released from your body. So if we calculate all of this, it's not possible because we can't measure, and we can't we can't count every calorie which is released or dissipated from the body. So definitely the energy that you have taken, uh, that would be utilized for different purposes. Okay, so
Mhm.
it's not possible for you all of the 50 calories that you have to utilize in order to listen this lecture. No, it's not possible because that energy is also shifted towards your I would say heat dissipation from your body. That energy is also utilized for your metabolism. That energy is also utilized for your other activities. So the overall 50 calories of food, calories of energy cannot be utilized for any one purpose, for any one task. So that is divided or distributed in different tasks there. Filza, getting? Okay. Then after Filza, we can go for the next point. That is, the question is here. What's that? Yeah, this one. Describe one ecological scenario in which pyramid of biomass may be inverted. Because we have discussed this, the biomass, pyramid of biomass can be inverted. But we need to find out any ecological scenario in which the pyramid of biomass may be inverted. So, Filza, what do you think? Can you help me to answer this question? Filza. Filza, are you there, beta? Hello?
Give me 1 second.
Please, please.
Yes, sorry about that.
No issue, no issue, Filza. Uh, if you're finished, so let's read out for me this answer. Describe one ecological scenario in which a pyramid of biomass may be inverted. And we have already discussed like the pyramid of biomass can be inverted, but we need to find out some scenario in which it is possible. Normally, it is not. Normally, a pyramid is always like this, broad in the base, and it's going to be narrowed, right? So, but sometimes it is inverted. Like I can't show you like it's not possible while sitting to show you, but yes, it is possible. Broad on the from the top, and then it's going to be narrow from the base. That's the inverted pyramid. So can you just read out these lines, the scenario that I have shown you here, if it's possible?
Which one?
Filza, here it is. It is on the side. In aquatic ecosystems,
Producers such as phytoplankton.
phytoplankton, right? Hmm. In aquatic ecosystems, producers such as phytoplanktons. These are, floating plants. Phytoplants, planktons, floating. They are floating on water. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Read out.
Mm, you want me to read this?
Yes, definitely. You're not getting my point. What I'm saying, just read out for me. This is the answer of the question. Describe one ecological scenario in which a pyramid of biomass may be inverted. And
Producers such as
hmm,
phytoplankton, whatever it is, have a very small standing
phytoplankton.
biomass.
Well, it's phytoplankton. I have told you like you should ask question. Please ask question. Phytoplanktons are the plants, floating plants in the water. What is there? Have you ever seen in the water some plants are flowing with the water, are floating on the water? Have you ever seen this somewhere?
Yeah,
No.
maybe.
Hmm. Yeah. So it's like that. Okay. Then yeah, read out. Complete this.
Have a very small standing biomass at any one time, but reproduce rapidly. Their high productivity supports a larger biomass of primary consumers, zooplankton, whatever it is. This
Zoo
makes the
means
biomass
animal. Plankton means floating
this
animals.
makes the biomass pyramid appear inverted.
Are you getting something from here or not?
And
What do you
that
think?
there's two types.
Hmm? Two types. It's a scenario where we are saying normally pyramid is like this, as we have seen here. We have studied. But sometimes the pyramid is also like this. And this is called inverted pyramid. So examine
Inverted
is, yeah,
pyramid.
it is inverted. And this is what? Upright. This is upright. This pyramid is upright. This one. But this one is inverted. My drawing is not so good. Like this. Okay, Filza?
Mm-hmm.
So the examiner is asking this question. In case of energy, inversion is not possible. We don't
Okay.
have inverted energy pyramid. That's excluded. We have two options: energy of number, energy of sorry, pyramid of number and pyramid of biomass. These two can be inverted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the examiner is asking you this question: describe one ecological scenario in which a pyramid of biomass may be inverted. And we have created this scenario here for ourselves. And you can create any other if you are quite creative. In aquatic ecosystems, producers such as plants, those plants which are in water, have very small standing biomass at one time, but reproduce rapidly. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
At one time, they have very small mass there. And you will see, and they used to grow rapidly because water is available, sunlight is available, food is the energy source is available, so their high productivity supports a larger biomass of primary consumers. Like, once it is grown, once the plants are growing, so it will support the large number of animals which are in water because they are primary consumers. Producers are there in the form of plants. They grow enough to support large number of animals. That's what we call zooplankton. This makes the biomass pyramid appear inverted. I mean, at this level, at this trophic level, there will be phytoplankton.
Okay.
These are called uh, flowing or floating plants. They are larger in number. And definitely, if the number of plants are larger there, so the primary consumer will also grow because the source or food is available. That's primary consumer.
Okay.
Getting?
Mm-hmm.
And this primary consumer, once they are growing, and definitely they are a bit larger in size as compared to the other one, and those primary consumer will be utilized. Suppose those primary consumers are zooplankton, and those zooplanktons grow large in size, large in number, and which will be utilized by fishes. And definitely fishes are less as compared to the zooplanktons, because if the zooplanktons are 1000, so it's possible like 200 or 300 fishes will be there in that specific area.
Okay.
Getting it makes
Yeah.
some sense or not?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So the second question is, a grassland ecosystem receives 100,000 joule of energy captured by producers. Using 10% rule, calculate energy passed to primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers. Draw and label a pyramid of energy. It's of 6 mark question. What we can
Six
do with
mark
this?
question.
Yes, Ilza. Have you ever done this before? Hmm.
Which one?
This question, you didn't study
I've
about this
not
in your.
done this question particularly.
Okay, but this chapter that you have studied, okay?
Yeah, I've done this one before.
Yeah. So we'll try to tackle this as well, just by having some idea as per, because it's exactly, uh the question from your course content. So I think I should show you, like, just applying the 10% rule. Because we need to calculate.
I think let's leave that for the next class.
Time is over.
Almost over. There's a few minutes left, but still.
Still, we should shift to the next class, right?
Yeah.
We should not conclude this discussion, Filza.
If you want to conclude it, you're more than welcome to.
Yes, I'm trying to conclude, okay? Because this is the question that we need to work on this
Then
first.
if
And
it's the question, then it's going to be long, then let's just do it next class.
yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. So meanwhile, what you can do, Filza, uh, this is what I'm going to upload on your portal for today,
Sure.
and I hope you will attempt this from your side and try to attempt it, and then re-upload that on the portal. Is it possible for you?
I'll try.
Because this is your third day of class, right? I mean, this is your last day in this week. Why you're just trying? I mean, you should try. No, you should make sure this like somewhere, because your first primary. Are you doing some other? I mean, do you have some other engagement like to do? Are you doing some job or something like that? Are
Yes,
you
I am.
okay? That's great. Like Phils, I really appreciate you're doing a lot of things. Well, no worries. Like if you'll find time, you can do it. Otherwise, we can also attempt this in the class as well. Okay, don't worry.
Hmm.
I might try my best to support you as much as I can. And please, whatever the topic that you have studied in your school, so you can share with me. I will try my best. If you will give time, if you can utilize this time in the class, so I can just make sure like we'll cover uh those deficiencies that I mean are any assignment or any topic that you have in school, so you don't need to give extra time somewhere out because you're already busy. Okay, so
Yeah.
I would say like this time we can utilize in order to complete your school's task, and suppose anything that you are struggling with, so we can discuss here in the class. Okay, we will try to make these 2 hours more productive, so that you may not need extra time to do it, to do such things, right? And you may do some other things
The
as you're doing.
class for today is 1 hour, not 2 hours.
We're not going to study for chemistry on today.
No, not for this week, because this week, I did let them know. That's why I said no for yesterday too. From next week, let's do 2 hours, just not this week.
Okay, okay, no worries, no worries. It's fine. It's fine. Then we have only 4 minutes remaining. Okay, Filza?
Mm-hmm. Because I just started school and like you saw,
When?
I just came back, right? I was late also because of that. So I had to eat during class, so it's hard for me to do 2 hours this week.
Oh,
Next week, I don't mind.
so how will manage there if you're going to school? I mean, you're going to start your school next week or in this
No,
week?
I've already started it, but it was the first week of classes. So it was a bit of a,
Okay,
the
so you,
routine
you so,
isn't there yet.
so you used to come late. I mean, from school.
Yeah.
Okay, so even this time is not suitable for you too much. I mean, you can't mm, manage this as with your school. Suppose if you are, yeah, that's. Although now you have changed your time, but mm, what's time there right now? It's about
It's 5:58.
5:58. So when you will come back from school?
I usually get back around 4:45 or around the
Mm.
time I came today.
Why are you so late? I mean, are you going uh early? I mean, late school? Like it started at
No, it's because
10.
I take the bus home and it takes an hour.
Okay, okay. Oh God, it takes an hour to come back at home.
Yes.
Okay. So is this not possible for you to take that class while you are traveling for that 1 hour? Now it's difficult. Definitely, you
Mm,
can't concentrate and you can't focus at that time, right?
yeah.
Hmm. Okay, I can understand, Filza. But it's okay. We'll try. What I can do for you is whatever the help that you want from my side, for any exam or anything that you are preparing for in school. So I'll try my best to help you there. Okay. So you
Okay.
can you can share with me if you want any. Suppose you have any test tomorrow or any mock. in school, so you can ask me to prepare, help you to prepare in the class. So we'll try to utilize this time for the preparation. Try to find so those specific targeted questions as per according to the past papers. So this is how we can prepare. Okay, and so I just want like we should utilize this time in a way like you can manage other things as well. Okay, Filza.
Sure.
Okay, take care of yourself. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you next week, right?
Okay.
Okay, bye bye.